Hey guys, what's up? It's Sam and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be looking at the goals that I set for myself in the beginning of 2018, and we're going to be reviewing them and seeing what happened, what didn't happen, how they got modified. So if you're interested in seeing my goals and seeing how goals can change and kind of how to set your goals, then just keep on watching. So at the beginning of 2018, I had no idea what was ahead of me. I feel like for a lot of people, 2018 was a year for growth, and that's exactly what it was for me. 2018 was the first year that I actually started taking YouTube pretty seriously and creating content that I love to create. I also started running a business, and I have a manager position at my job, so it's a leadership position. I was very scared to take it, but I am glad that I took it, and I'm growing and I'm learning more every single day. And 2018 was also the first year that I wasn't living in my childhood home. So that was a very big transition, and I am happy that I got to live a whole year in this room. It was a very difficult process leaving my childhood home. That is something that sometimes I still think that I live there, which is weird, but every single day I'm just so thankful that I'm here and that I'm with my family and that I'm loved and happy, and that's all that's important to me. So yeah, let's get into the goals. So I wrote these goals down on January 1st, 2018, and it's crazy that I actually accomplished these in some sort of capacity. I thought that these goals were really far-fetched and that I would have to stretch myself, which I definitely did, but I didn't have the confidence, I want to say, or I didn't quite believe in myself that I could actually do this. So it's great to see at the end of the year what I actually accomplished. So here are my goals. They are the first page. It's not a big list. I'm not a huge writer, but here are my goals. So the first one I wrote down is to live more intentionally, and I definitely accomplished that. Obviously, I still have a long way to go. I think intentional living is a lifestyle more than just a quick change. You definitely have to think of a lot of things and be conscious about a lot of things, I would say. It's basically living with intention. Living intentionally is just thinking about every single thing that you're doing and making sure it's the right decision for you and doing it because it will benefit you. So I definitely did start doing that this year, and I hope to incorporate more intentional living on this channel and to help you guys to live more intentionally as well. So the second one is to become better at finances. So I don't know if you guys saw, but last year I created a video which was a whole financial review. I went through all of my finances with you guys, and that's definitely what I wanted to do in 2018, was to become better at finances, because I found that I was spending a lot of money in unnecessary places, and I definitely did become better at finances. I learned a method of saving my money, and I'm going to make a whole video on it because I think it is so awesome, and it is such an easy way of saving your money. So that's being better at finances is definitely something that I did and something that I'm very happy that I did. The third one that I wrote down is to be happier with myself, and as you guys know, I have had a struggle with being happy with myself and confident, and I'm happy to say that I'm so happy with myself. When I wrote these down, I was not in a good place with my self-esteem and my confidence, and just living in general. I was very, very sad. So being happy with myself and being happy with living, basically, was something that was very important to me, because I knew that I did not want to be sad for the rest of my life. The fourth one that I wrote down was to read more books, and that definitely happened. 2017, I don't believe that I read any books, which is crazy. 2018, I started getting into reading a little bit more, not as often as I'd like, but I definitely finished a book or two or three. So that's something that I'm very happy about. I remember a couple years ago, I would just read and read and read, and that's what I love doing. I love reading, and even just like nonfiction or historical books. I love reading historical books, and one of my favorite book series to read was the Percy Jackson series, just because of all the mythology in it, and I love that so much. I also read the Hunger Games series, and I love those. So reading is something that I love to do, and I'm glad that I got back into it somewhat in 2018, and that's definitely going to be a goal in 2019, is to read more books than I did in 2018. So my fifth goal was to meditate more often. That is also something that I did this year. I love to just calm my mind and meditate, and the past couple weeks, or I'd say the past week, I have been just burning some incense while, like, an hour before I go to bed, and stretching and just getting in the right state of mind. And before I go to sleep, I put on a sleep meditation, and it calms my mind, and it sets some affirmations in my mind, in my subconscious, while I'm sleeping, which I think is super important, and it is very beneficial for you. And I also just meditated in general a lot more often. I would find time to just sit down and to prioritize myself and work on my mind and meditate. So I think meditation is a super important thing to do, and if you haven't tried it out, then definitely do so. The sixth thing that I wrote down was to take more steps to living zero waste / vegan. Zero waste is something that I'm very into, and I'm very interested in learning about, and I think in 2018 I did do a lot of research on zero waste, and I'm finding that every single day that I do research on it, I'm loving it even more. I have implemented some tips in my life to being zero waste, but obviously I'm not zero waste at the moment. That's what I would love to do in 2018, or 2019 I should say, is to become actually fully zero waste and help the environment, because our planet's dying, y'all. Like, we need to fix it. So becoming zero waste is something that I think is necessary at this point, and I think it's just a better way of living. As for veganism, I am definitely not vegan at the moment, but I did look at some ingredients that I found out were not vegan. Some things that were vegan, I tried them and I loved them. So it is definitely a work in progress on being vegan. I feel like I hear this a lot with people who are going vegan, that they love bacon too much. Pretty much me. That's, yeah. But I think being vegan is just a healthier way to live, and you can always get your vitamins from actual supplements instead of getting them from meats and fish and that kind of stuff. So veganism is definitely something I want to take more seriously in 2019, and I hope that I do. And the last goal that I had for 2018 is just to become more aware. I remember writing this and I was like, what am I becoming more aware about? I still don't really know, but I think becoming more aware about the environment and about myself is something that I definitely did in the meditation and in the zero waste and vegan, and reading more books and feeding my mind. I think I became more aware in that sense. So all in all, I think that 2018 was an awesome year for growth and an awesome year for discovery, and I can't wait for 2019. If you guys want, once the new year rolls around, I can definitely make a 2019 goals video. If that is something that interests you, you can go ahead and comment down below and tell me, or like this video if you want to see that. Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you want to learn more about intentional living, minimalism, meditation, that kind of stuff. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys next time.